Good morning. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired, and my right leg nerve that I've mentioned previously from doing leg presses and over it hyperextending at the bottom, it's kind of it's aching from time to time. I like out of nowhere I'll get a sharp pain running up and down my leg. So I really worry about that. However, I'm still gonna run today, because I'm hard headed and I'm not gonna skip a run just because my leg hurts. So, just finished up my 2 glasses of kefir with some honey, about 1 and a fourth cups, about 10 ounces of kefir, and about 5 tablespoons of honey. I'm gonna go get some of my water purified and drink some water. I think I'm gonna have my fruit this morning before I run. I am pretty hungry and pretty tired. I did wake up a little more fatigued than usual. Last night I put on this night mask, and I've had it sitting around for a while. And I would never wear a night mask because I was like, like it's on my face and I can feel it and it's gonna disrupt my sleep. I don't know if it actually disrupts your sleep enough or if your body kind of gets used to it or if you just don't even move enough to notice it while sleeping. However, the moment I put that sleep mask on, I was like, whoa, I'm gonna have some nice sleep. Because in my apartment, I get lights right above me. There's a light fixture. I think it has to do with my Wi Fi router. Since my apartments come with Wi Fi included, they decided to put the router right above the room. So there's always a nice blue light hue coming down on you. On top of that, I don't feel like closing the door to my room. I live in a studio, so it's not technically a bedroom, but it's like a closed off little den, and you can actually slide the door to where that's basically a room, and it blocks the light of the front door. I just don't bother to close that door, and the light of the front door is quite heavy. It's like a bright white hotel light, so it glares in my eyes throughout the whole night. So having the night mask definitely helped with that. Also, the blinds behind me are not blackout, so you still get tons of lights from the fixtures out there. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm going to start using the sleep mask cuz I felt like I slept better. I just feel more tired because I feel like I've been putting in a lot of steps the past couple days. And yesterday specifically, I went to bed hungry. So I want to lose weight. I want to cut back down. I'll even show you my last cut. I think I was about 120, which is a lot smaller than I am now. But this was my last cut. And just seeing those pictures again, I was like, wow, I want to get lean again, you know? I miss having that super chiseled face and being super lean. And just walking around everywhere and having a bunch of veins running down my arms. The thing about that cut though was I didn't really have veins going on. But the other cuts I've done, I had veins running down. That one I did not because I was on carnivore, 100% carnivore. Actually, matter of fact, I was on lion diet. So I wasn't even just carnivore, eat a bunch of different meats. Strictly beef, strictly ruminant animals, salt only, water only. The only thing I was consuming aside from that was, I think, electrolytes because I kept cramping up because I couldn't hold on to water. So I'm thinking if I cut again, I'm definitely going to weigh more than 120 because I'm going to have more glycogen in me. Definitely going to be more vascular and I'm just going to look fuller. I'm going to look bigger. So I'm really inspired by the picture to get leaner. However, I went to bed full last night, or sorry, hungry last night. And I was like, man, this is miserable. And I woke up this morning at an all time heavier weight. I woke up at 142.2, I think. I'll pop the clip anyway. So I don't know if maybe I'm holding on to liquids. Maybe my body's panicking and holding on to a bunch of water, but that's what I weighed. I went to bed hungry, and I went to bed with, I think, like about 300 calorie deficit from what I'm going for. So I'm ideally going for 3,000 calories a day, and I ate 2739 about, right? So give or take 100. So I don't know what the move is. I don't know if maybe 3,000 calories really is my maintenance. And when I eat 300 calories under, I really do feel hungry. But I woke up heavier because of maybe body panic. Who knows? But I do kind of want to get leaner. So I'm going to be trying from time to time to eat less than, less than 3,000 calories. Sorry, I get a bunch of food gnats now because of all the fruit. Yeah, I'm going to try to eat less than 3,000 calories. That is the goal. Lose some weight, feel lighter, feel leaner. It just will lead to running better, feeling healthier, having more endurance, overall better HRV, better heart. The benefits are endless. I am pretty heavy right now. I am very well aware. Was it intentional? Yes. I bulked up. I put on 20, 30 pounds, and I'm ready to feel healthy again by being lean. So that's the plan. That's my rant. That's my yapping. I'm going to get my water purified in this nice glass container because plastics are terrible for you. And I'm gonna hang out for a bit. I'm probably gonna eat some fruit. I kind of want to eat cheese. I'm craving cheese. So I might actually go cut up some cheese right away. Yeah, I'm gonna cut up some cheese right away. I'm gonna eat some cheese, maybe eat a fruit. Who knows? We'll see. But I don't want to get too full because I do want to run. I don't think I'm gonna weight lift because I just weightlifted yesterday. So, yeah, that's the plan. Oh, yeah. I don't feel sleepy, but I do feel tired. Let's start our day. This box is plastic. However, the water doesn't sit in there for very long. I fill it and I make it right away. And this is glass. So this is the only real plastic that I come in contact with aside from meat packaging. Meat packaging is almost unavoidable. But yeah, this is, it's been doing me wonders. I love it. We're gonna throw you on top. Hopefully it doesn't make the camera vibrate too much. And we're gonna cut up some cheese. Literally. So, I was very excited about this Pecorino Romano. Yesterday I did still eat some Parmigiano Reggiano. I'm not really craving Parmigiano Reggiano right now. I'm also not really craving Pecorino Romano. Craving a softer cheese, so we're actually gonna put this back. And we're gonna grab, so this truffle raw milk Gouda, fucking delicious. If you find this, get it. Whole Foods only, I guess. Oh no, not Whole Foods only. No, this one is not Whole Foods only. But there are some that are Whole Foods only. This one is not. Oh no, yeah, only at Whole Foods Market. So, you gotta go to Whole Foods to get this delicious Gouda. But I am craving some Gruyere. So I got some Gruyere here. Something a little more smoky, a little more, yeah, to me it just tastes smokier. It's from Switzerland. So let's just stay with the Switzerland train. This is Netherlands. I believe I have one more Switzerland. I think it is Swiss too. Okay, so this is, yeah, Swiss. Emmy is what it's called. This one is aged for 60 days. Emmy Swiss from Switzerland. That's gonna be our cheese for the day. Cut this up. You know, after drinking all that milk, I kind of do feel a little satiated. And it is early, so I probably should go running. Yeah, I'm gonna go run. We're gonna hold off on the cheese. My stomach doesn't feel hungry, actually. And the sun is just coming out, so it's not overly hot. So I'm gonna enjoy that. Put away the cheese, have it when I come back if I still crave the same cheese. If not, I'll have some different cheese. We're gonna go run. We're gonna let this water finish up. Finishing up. Let it finish up. Drink a little bit of water and get going with the day. Go out there and run. It is a lot brighter than I would have thought out here. So the goal is 3 miles. So we're gonna run 3 miles in this heat. I did not put on any sunscreen, so I am a little bit regretful of it. Kind of wish I would have just applied it, but nevertheless, we're gonna get the run done. Should have put on sunscreen, and now I know if it's after 8, just put on some sunscreen because this sun is pretty bright. Hopefully I don't burn up. Get this run done as fast as I can, I guess. Stay in the upper 158s and get back home, eat some food. Still feeling good, not hungry, pretty satiated. That kefir and that honey really kicked in and got the job done. So I'll see you after this run. The run is complete. Check out the stats here. Overall, at the very start, my legs felt very, very heavy. I don't feel necessarily hungry, although I am gonna get home and eat. But yeah, legs felt heavy. I am chafing a little bit, and the leg nerve wasn't really an issue today. But run felt good. I'm glad I got out here. I don't think I really need sunscreen, so I don't feel as bad because the sun isn't all that bright, or it's not harsh. You know that feeling when you walk outside and you literally feel like it's burning your skin as you speak? Not there yet, just kind of bright out, and I was initially worried it would be hot. But not a problem this morning. Run is done. Get home, eat. I don't plan to work out today, so I'm gonna probably just catch up with you here in the kitchen. So while I was standing here, right, I can still smell it. It's yelling at me. I was rubbing some beef tallow in here, all over my body, getting all the fats on there, making sure I'm nice and moisturized. If you haven't already, beef tallow on your body, fantastic. So while I was rubbing it all over me, getting up in my skin, I'm sitting here, something's yelling at me, eat me, eat me. So I look over and I'm panicking. Who the hell's yelling at me? It smells like melon so much. Like this melon has to be super ready to go. Oh gosh. It has a little bit of, oh yeah, this is definitely ready to go. But you can just tell. It has a little bit of bruising. Has a nice sound to it. Sounds like a bunch of liquid in there. It doesn't sound too dense. It sounds a little more hollow, which is what you want. The more hollow, the better, meaning there's more juices to be ate. So I'm gonna eat this, ooh, and this peach is ripe too. So I got a ripe peach today. Bananas have been there for literally what feels like 2 weeks now. It's been a week. But the bananas have been there for a week and it's not progressed at all. Plums could be better. I'm definitely gonna eat this white peach, I believe. Yellow peach. Eat a yellow peach. Crack into this melon, as it is yelling my name. So I got back from the run and I showered up, drank some water, and on the run I had some very creative thoughts. Couldn't help but need to share this with you. So I got to thinking, right? If the first thing I eat in the morning is honey, and that's all I've eaten, it's all that's spewing through my body, should I be concerned for bees, right? Because, like, a serious thought. I was running by a bunch of bees and they kind of were sniffing me up, like they would not leave me alone. So I started thinking, well, like, I'm literally spewing honey through my sweat right now. They probably can smell it. I could literally get attacked by bees right now, all because I want to be having honey before my runs. Am I going to stop having honey before my runs? Definitely not. I'm still going to have honey before my runs. No doubt about it. But am I going to be more considerate of bees around me? Yes, because those bees were highly attracted to me. They did not want to leave me alone. So I felt like I was about to get stung. Oh, also, speaking of being stung, last night on my run, I got bit by like 3 different mosquitoes, or the same one got my ass 3 different spots. I had one like right above my ankle on my left foot. I also had one on my right side, and that one was toward the back of my ankle. So I don't know if this mosquito was trying to hit me from all angles, because I also got a bite like right. There's still a little bit of a bump. Luckily, I recovered very well. There's not really crazy itching or residue. That where it just didn't get my ass for too long. But I had one right underneath my watch. So as I was running, it must have like landed against my arm and got to work. But yeah, I got bit by 3 different mosquitoes. Last night I was itchy. Last night I was slightly hungry. And we woke up at an all-time heavy. So I don't know what the plan is. I do really want to lose weight, get leaner, because I do think it would benefit my running overall. And of course, maintain as much muscle as possible as I do that. So I can't do it too fast, or else I will risk losing more and more muscle. But yeah, that's the gist. Also, I was thinking on my run, back when I was younger, I was really big on WWE. I'd watch these wrestlers, and I never thought much of it. Like, I never thought, oh, I really want to have their physiques. It never really was a thought that came to mind. I just liked the entertainment of it. I liked the physicality of it, them attacking each other, fighting, and all this, wrestling and all this. And I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, yeah. So I had a Nintendo back then. And on this Nintendo, I had a WWE SmackDown versus Raw. I think it was like 2010 or 2012. And I remember having a wrestler and creating a wrestler, like a personal wrestler. And what I would do is so you would train these wrestlers. You give them stats, right? You'd give them stats, you'd make them work out, you'd make them jump rope, make them do bench press, pull-ups, jogging, sprinting, all these stats, right? And I remember in particular, I would always make them jump rope because it increased stamina. And all I cared about was maxing out as many stats as I could. And the thing about that game was, like, let's say you could put like 50 points into your wrestler. But like there were actually like 100 points you could actually upgrade in your wrestler if you wanted to, but you can't because it caps you at 50. So I would put all 50 points into stamina, or like let's say 25 points into stamina, 25 points into power, because that was the max I could put into stamina and power. Or let's say I put 20 points into stamina, 20 points into power, because that's the max I could put, and I had like 10 points left over, I just toss them into whatever. But my thought back then was always like, if my athlete is really good in one section, he'll do great in the ring. But like on my run, I was like, wait, actually you want balanced stats all around. Like you don't want your wrestler to be high in endurance and high in stamina. Like they last a while, right? But they have no power, they have no strength, they don't have the ability to beat the other wrestler up. Like, yeah, you could last a while, you can evade them, you can run around and whatever. You're just gonna look like a clown because you're never gonna get any damage done to the opposing fighter. So I always found that funny because now I view it differently. Back then I was like, I just want to max out in one section. That way they're really good in that, and I lean toward that, which can be very day-to-day life in general as well. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. Definitely lean toward your pros, but also keep in mind you have to be well-rounded, because from me switching back into running again, I'm realizing how much better my health is getting, how much better I'm feeling compared to when I was just weightlifting. Because back when I was just weightlifting, I did not have any, I don't remember how, I was just thinking what kind of melon this was. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, back then I don't know what my train of thought was. I'm gonna eat this fruit. I'm getting some freaking brain fog from sitting here smelling this melon. I mean, look how ripe this looks. There's a reason it was yelling at me, right? Eat this melon. Probably eat this white peach. And I'll probably get back with you when I start cutting up some cheese. So I finished up about 300 calories of fruit. I ate the melon and I ate the peach. The peach was still a little bit sour, but we got it down. And now I'm gonna eat some cheese. I am no longer craving those that I was craving earlier. I am craving this Pecorino Romano. And I kind of want some blue cheese. Yeah, I think I want some blue cheese. So we're gonna try this Bailey Hazen Blue raw milk blue cheese. They're award winners. I got this one and a different blue cheese by a different company. So this one is significantly more pricey. This one is $6 more by the pound than this one. I got both. This one does seem to be softer than this one, but I got both just to compare them. I haven't had either. And I also haven't had this Pecorino Romano, so I'm excited about that too. So the main things I weigh are my meats. What I weigh is my beef heart. I portion it out, which I'll get to later because I do have to grind up some meat heart right now. I have some beef kidney, and then I got some a nice, what is it? Knuckle bone. So I will get to that later, but right now I'm gonna enjoy this cheese. It is the main thing that I weigh day to day. Aside from the organs, I weigh those once every time I package them. And let's see, how much blue cheese am I craving? Probably about, not too much. You don't ever want too much blue cheese because it is a richer cheese. About there. And yeah, so I weigh about 3 ounces of this every single day because cheese can be calorically dense. And I just like knowing how much cheese I'm eating, or else I definitely will overdo the cheese. Whoa. Wow, that's amazing. So that's 8 ounces of that blue cheese, or sorry, 0.8 ounces of that blue cheese. So we'll probably have to hit about this much This is probably more than 2 ounces, actually. I didn't realize how thick it was. But we're just going to roll with it. This one's actually really cheap. $17.99 a pound. Yeah, it's a bit more. That's 3.5 ounces, but look, I'm not going to cut off a bit, throw it back in here. It just is not how I roll. If I go over, I go over. It is what it is. I'll just track it on my MyFitnessPal, just put 0.5 extra cheese. It ain't a big deal. This blue cheese is very exciting. And this, it smells like sheep cheese. It smells like a Manchego. And I love Manchego. If it tastes like Manchego, I'm all for it. I will probably be buying this almost all the time because the price is very low compared to these other ones that I bought. And if it tastes good, then shoot, why wouldn't I? So I'm gonna throw this on here, lounge around, keep relaxing because my workouts for the day are done. I just have to ground up some meat later, portion everything out, eat my food for the day, and then I got work tonight, so I'm gonna edit, and that's the plan for the day. Just wanted to show you guys real quick here. Finished up prepping everything. So I got all my organs portioned out down there. You can see all the organs are portioned. Got the muscle meat there with liver, some knuckles, marrows, and then this is all extras. So we got some more organs up there for later use, and then some grain-fed beefs that I've left over. But yeah, everything is nice and stocked up. We're ready to go for another week. Gonna have to buy things again in a very soon amount of time, but make my beef for the day. It is currently 11:42. So I am, I'm going to get this food down. I'll see you when it's ready because I'm stoked. With a lot of time on my hands, I'm going to edit and then see what else I can get done before work. I forgot to record when I finished up, but I luckily remembered in the middle of me eating it. Pretty big patties this time around, like that. Look at the size of my hand. Pretty big patties. About a pound and a half. Yeah, a pound and a half of meat. Some extra molten salt just in case I crave the salt. And right now I have the knuckle. It's about to come out. I'm probably gonna flip it just to make sure it cooks the other way. And I'm probably gonna cook that a little bit heavier than I would cook the patties because I want to make sure that fat renders out. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep eating, keep enjoying. I got work in 2 hours, so. All right, so that shank just came out. Supposed to be a knuckle bone, but I mean, you're basically getting shank bucko there. So I'm stoked. I'm gonna enjoy this. I've never actually had knuckle bone. I usually get bone marrow for my little fat source. I noticed also that this one doesn't really have marrow. This is all bone. So I'm hoping maybe there's some marrow in there. If not, I'll be eating a bunch of meat, which is fine. Can't complain. So that's all the scraps I got out of it. I'm gonna still get into this bone and try to get more out of it, but I'm gonna enjoy those scraps. There's like nice chunks of fat on there. Salt it up here, enjoy that. Make sure to get all the oils from the broth of the bone and see if I can fix up a bit more of it. But that's gonna do it for the video. I got work here in 2 hours. I'm gonna get to editing, finishing up that, and I'm not running again. I got work. I'd rather just not be super dead for it. And I'm not gonna lift because I lifted yesterday and I don't want to overdo it, especially because I'm just getting into running. So this will be it. Another day of eating animal based and being a hybrid athlete.